to the top right. In red, the final boss. Down a game, he is...
DongRaeGu.
And in the upper left, we have our underdog, but so far performing very well, Impact.
Impact was a terrible font. Actually, still is. Don't use it.
Oh, is Impact a font?
Yeah. It's like one of those fonts that's like really big, thick, and ugly.
My personal favorite font, you know, when I like to, write essays like back when I was in college, was probably Halloween.
Oh, I thought you used Comic Sans.
You ever seen Halloween font? It
No,
looks
actually
terrible.
haven't.
It's like the worst font in the world.
Do you know
It's like
font?
it's a drippy blood font.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Almost looks like the Goosebumps font, sort of.
I think it is the Goosebumps
It
font,
could be,
basically.
You know the...
Did you read Goosebumps, by the way?
I did, actually.
Those are pretty scary for, like, when you're a little kid.
Yeah, well, the thing for me is, like, I always found them just so interesting. I don't know why. It was, like, the first book series that I read a lot of. And my parents were like, why don't you read the Boxcar Children? Why are you always reading those scary stories? But
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I never really felt scared by them, but I just felt interested because to me it was just kind of like reading a fantasy book. Like, it's like, this is not
there was
real,
one
this
I read
can't
that
happen.
scared me. It was like the haunted amusement park one.
Oh,
I read it a few years.
yeah, that one was
Read it
pretty...
a few years ago. I was. No, I'm trying to think. What
Read it like a few months ago.
Yeah,
and it was-
I read it last month, and I was terrified. I had nightmares all the time.
Were there clowns in that one? Because I know how you feel about clowns.
Well, ever since they killed my father, I mean, it's really been bothering me. I mean,
You just
I've
gotta
been
get
scared
over
of
this,
clowns.
man.
Yeah.
You just gotta get past this. I can
Yeah.
get you a therapist. I know a guy.
Yeah, man, I'm a clownophobe. I need to get over that and move on with my life. By the way, in this game, we have slightly different builds, but they're going to bring us to the same place.
Yeah, different branches to the same end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always like that section of the bookstore that had all the Goosebumps books, and I usually judged what book I wanted to buy based on
Wasn't
all
that
the covers.
R.L. Stein?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'd look at all the covers and I'd be like, I don't know, Say Cheese and Die #3 with a skeleton.
Oh, Say Cheese and Die was
Yeah.
scary.
I
what
like
was
that
the one with the dummy?
That was,
The ventriloquist dummy.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That one was pretty scary.
There was one, like, with, like, a TV remote.
And then after, I was talking to our toast about this. Oh, yeah, I didn't read the TV remote one. There was one, after that, there was Fear Street, right? That was one for teens.
Yeah, I never read that, actually.
Is Twilight, is that a children's book? What is, because I know it's whatever, there's a movie, there's a whole, I mean, you're from that's your age group, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a kid's book. Most of my friends that read it were in high school, like early high school, like freshman, sophomore.
Okay.
So I guess that's the age group, and almost completely girls, as you might expect. But
Really?
I don't think I actually knew a single guy who read the book. I
I know nothing about Twilight, ma'am.
I once watched like half of the Twilight movie in a kimbap chunk when I was just in there like getting some stuff done, like, and it just happened to be on the TV. It's not a good
I know
movie.
that Dan and Rhett saw the original Twilight movie when Rhett was in Korea.
Well, I don't. Well,
Hey, I'm not going to judge, man.
like I said, like I was going to say, there's nothing I can say to that actually.
And then isn't there an HBO series? It's like Blood something that's
Yeah.
with vampires and werewolves. I don't know. I don't know, man.
By the way, both these are being total greedmeisters right now. They're like,
Oh, looks like these lings are going to be able to come into the main now. Nicely done.
He sees what he can damage-wise. Maybe he gets a drone. He does, in fact, and that's probably going to be the extent of it. Doesn't even save these lings for some reason. Impact's pretty happy with that catch.
Now the Lings continue to just have a very strong idea of what's going on. Now, here's the first bold move. Okay, now we got something exciting to talk about, Wolf. DRG is taking the gold base.
Yeah.
This means Impact has to stop this or take his own gold base.
Yeah, that's the other response.
There's only two responses. There's no, there's no other answer. It's not like Impact can take, I'll just take the blue base down here and we'll figure it out later. I mean, once DRG gets the gold base, those minerals are going to be just too much, especially in early game ZVZ. I mean, the number of lings and roaches you can make.
Wasn't that you I was casting with when Life lost to Sue, and he tried to hit a timing on this map, and he tried to kill the gold base, but he waited just like too long. He saw it too late.
Yep, that's right.
And
He got there maybe like 5 or 6 seconds too late.
Yeah.
And there was just enough to defend.
That's what is really scary about tagging. I like this, man. Because
I don't like this either because he's just going to be behind in the momentum of the gold base.
But what he does have going for him is double upgrades. And if he can harass a little bit, maybe he makes up for it. But, I mean, so far, DRG is, like, actually killing him while he has a gold base.
Well, he just took out 3 queens.
No, that's not supposed to happen. He has link speed over his opponent, so he's able to run circles around his opponent's slings and, you know, kill queens, scout. Could actually, you know, just escape with most of those links. He sees the gold base. Now
here's the problem, though. Yeah, I mean, these links coming up here, I mean, there's nothing to defend besides those queens. That's a lot that could actually take this out. Now we see roaches coming up here, but these links, if they shift-click onto the drones here, they're going to take out a lot of them. And actually, you could get a surround here. No, he actually goes out. Is he going to go into the main now? Nope, too many roaches. This is the problem, is when the gold base is acquired, I mean, specifically for 3 bases, you can get so many roaches.
Yeah, you really can. The Roach Warren is so late for impact, so it's not really lining up for him.
Well, it's supposed to be timed out for when the 3rd hatch finishes, which it's just now going to do here for impact. But, I mean, isn't this just simply put too late? I mean, this is where the Roach attack happens, and he's going to counterattack. Let's see how effective this is.
Well, even if he kind of kills some drones over here, well, it depends on if DRG turns around or not. He turned around for a second, and then he was like, no, wait, actually, what if I just kill you? Because I'm going to defend your links, and now what do you got? You got nothing. So
but let's see. I mean, there's going to be 9 roaches hatching here, and there's drones here to defend too. This is going to be it's quite a trade for both sides. It's going to come down a lot to execution and control.
Yeah, and with all the links coming back for impact, how much are they really going to do? Because they're going to be stuck against a wall here. I mean, he should eventually... Actually, I'm not even sure if he's going to eventually hold this off. The Ling's here struggling to get surface area. I think he will hold this off, but
yeah,
DRG
he'll
does
hold this off. But I mean, in the long run, what cost? And now with the Lings coming up here, this helps out the Roaches a lot. In this case, the Lings are there to tank the damage. The Roaches are there to deal, despite the Roaches being the tankier of the units.
Yeah, I think this actually might kill him. He's just had too much momentum.
Okay, straightforward game. If you got the gold base early, and your opponent does nothing, which is what Impact did. Impact's response was to get a gold base at almost the same time that DRG's gold base is finishing. I mean, DRG just has the momentum. He has the initiative.
DRG takes a sip of that Americano. And we're going to a 3rd game, our final game of this first group.
DRG proving why he's still dominant, but that's the last time he can win in a game like that. We don't have another map with gold minerals.
Yeah, no, we don't. Well, at least not a gold 3rd base you can take. There are other maps with gold minerals, but...
Yeah, that's right. Actually, we have a bunch of new maps. What am I saying? This is my first time casting Code here.
It's fine. I mean, basically those maps, you do not see the gold base actually come into play like a game changer like it is on that map. This is a revolutionary map. It's like almost... It's just one of the coolest maps.
I'm glad they're using it.
Yeah.
I really am, because it makes for some very dynamic games.
It's not like Icarus where it's like the free base that you get has 2 gold patches. That doesn't really change the game because both players are going to take that base anyways.
The base has a gold tooth. All right, so our map is Frost. Never heard me say that?
No.
Yeah, man. That's what I always call those bases with 1 gold patch.
The base has a gold tooth.
It's got a gold tooth, man. Because all the bases basically look like smiley faces.
Those bases like drank too much soda and ate too many candy bars.
Their little teeth rot out, so they had to put a gold tooth in there. All right, so Impact picks the map Frost.
4-player map wants to play that long roach battle.
And that battle is starting now as the game has loaded up. Our final game here for Group C. Who will move on into Code S? Will it be DRG or will it be Impact? We're going to find out soon. This is GOMTV.